I haven't done a Yu-Gi-Oh opening thing in a couple of years, so I figured, well, not a couple of years, about a year. So I figured, what the hell? I may as well do one here. I haven't done one in a while anyway. Now, when I was shopping at the store the other day, I noticed that they've released another one of those classic legacy packs. Now, those legacy packs don't necessarily have to have cards that are useful to me or in any stretch of the imagination, but I did manage to snag myself a few pretty interesting cards on top of getting a new structure deck, which, in case you don't know, is the Rainbow Dragon something or other deck that just released several months ago actually. I've been meaning to pick it up, but I had other things I needed to get, games and stuff like that. So first, the legacy packs have 7 cards in them each, and generally speaking, you get one guaranteed foil in each one. So I would imagine, since it's been a long time since I've hardcore collected these, that this is a rare one, and then you've got several others that are foils or ultra rares or stuff like that. Like this is a foil card for sure, but you get the idea. Now, these 6 cards are the ones that, for the most part, I was the most surprised to get, especially considering, other than a random-ass Japanese copy of Gate Guardian I owned, I've never owned Gate Guardian, so that's fun. Alright, the first card we've got is... let's pick it up. I have a very big head, in case you guys can't tell. And it casts a wide shadow. The first card we have is Imperial Iron Wall, which prevents both players from banishing cards, which, given the way Yu-Gi-Oh is now, that is a really good effect. Unfortunately, traps are just not the best when it comes to that. Only a few traps really get a lot of great use in the TCG. This one's really broken in Duel Links. Treacherous Trap Hole. As long as you have no trap cards in your graveyard, you can target 2 monsters on the field and destroy them, which is really useful, particularly in Duel Links. Then we have one of 2 foils I have here. We have Solemn Judgment. When monsters would be summoned or a spell or trap card is activated, you can pay half your life points to negate it. So it can cost you as high, if you start it with the duel, as 4,000 life points, or it can basically be 100 life point cost as far as it's concerned, and you can automatically negate it, which is good. And Solemn Judgment is one of those better trap cards. Now, before I take a look at the Gate Guardian cards, let's take a look at my other foil, Evolution End Burst, which, as you can see, fits in with my Cyber Dragon cards really well. Add 1 Overload Fusion from your deck to your hand. If you fusion summon a monster this turn with Overload Fusion using 6 or more monsters as material, that monster can attack a number of times each battle phase this turn up to the number of monsters using its fusion materials. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except with spell effects. You can only activate Evolution End Burst one Evolution End Burst per turn. Now, this would be really useful to getting Overload Fusion into my hand, and then I can get all my Chimera Tech monsters out, which, as you can tell, are really good cards to use for Cyber Dragon decks and all that. Now, I don't have Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon or something like that, but just for the sake of the few that I do have, it's pretty damn useful. And then we've got the other 2 boys. Now, in my lifetime, I've only ever owned one of the pieces of Gate Guardian before to this, and that was Kazejin, which I ended up trading for a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which unfortunately got water damaged, so I now have I have Gate Guardian itself and the water elemental Suijin, which makes the bottom of Gate Guardian work. Unfortunately, despite how incredibly powerful Gate Guardian is with its attack and defense, it's really one of the most useless boss monsters in the game because, I mean, that's just its effect. All it is you have to special summon it with the 3 monsters on the side of the field, and they're not the easiest monsters to bring out. In fact, I dare say each of these monsters on its own is better than Gate Guardian. Because as you can see, every one of the pieces of Gate Guardian has this specific effect. Once while face up on the field during damage calculation in your opponent's turn, if this card is being attacked, you can activate this as a quick effect. You can target the attacking monster and make its attack 0. There's no way they can boost it back up without their own effect, and it's basically an automatic 2500 direct damage to your opponent's life points. Now, don't worry. I was on Amazon the other day, and I found the other 2 pieces from this exact collection were only 50 cents, so I bought both of them. So, within the next couple of days, I should also be getting Sangha of the Thunder and Kazejin, which will be great, along with a few other cards that I haven't owned yet, including Ancient Lamp, one of the retro Blue Eyes White Dragons. I don't think it's the anime one. I'll have to double check. And what was the other card I got in that? Oh, the Crush Card Virus. Again, I have an affinity for Kaiba and Zane and all that. So we'll move those cards to the side because we have a structure deck to open. I would have showed you guys the box, but unfortunately that too got water damaged. So, not at the same time as the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon one, but you get the idea. Now, structure deck, Legend of the Crystal Beasts. There you go, that's the one. Now, one thing you'll know is Yu-Gi-Oh! Tends to give a lot of special little buffs and power boosts to... Can you open, please? Why would you insist on being a pain in my rump? Whatever. Come on. I just want to open this to make it look fancy. Why you gotta do this to me, man? Move the cards over there. There we go. One thing you'll notice about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that they tend to give the anime-specific archetypes a lot of really powerful cards. So, like, with my Cyber Dragons, with the Elemental Heroes, the Junk Monsters for 5Ds, the Performa Pals, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, all that crap. And the Crystal Beasts are, in fact, one of those variants. In case you are unaware, the Crystal Beasts were monsters used by Jesse Anderson in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, which are basically all 7 monsters that have different colored gemstones on them, and when gathered together, they can summon the almighty Rainbow Dragon. I don't necessarily remember... Oh, there you go. I don't necessarily remember how good Rainbow Dragon was, but this will probably help us. This card cannot activate the following effects. This card cannot activate the following effects the turn it is special summoned. Quick effect. You can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the GY. This card gains 1,000 attack for each. You can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard. Shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. Oh, that's not terrible. It's just not that good. Mainly because, Crystal Beasts are... Unfortunately, it's one of those archetypes that's just not that good, so... hold on one second. Let me open this. You'd think I'd be prepared for something like this, but no. I'm never prepared for anything. Oh, thank goodness. They gave me an ad card here for the Master Duels game. Sorry, I'm a Duel Links person myself. But you'll get the idea. Puts the deck down, pick you back up, and there we go. So you're going to see all of the cards that are in this deck, which include Rainbow Dragon, which we've already mentioned. Is it an ultra rare or is it just a rare? No, that's an ultra rare. Good. And then we've got another ultra rare, which is Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. There you go. Must be special summoned from your extra deck during a duel. You special summon an ultimate crystal monster. By banishing the above monsters from your field and or graveyard, while 7 or more crystal beast monsters within your names are banished, this card gains 7,000 attack. If this card is not battled this turn, you contribute this card, shuffle as many cards on the field as possible into the deck, and if you do, special summon any number of your banished crystal beast monsters. That's not bad. Unfortunately, like I said, the crystal beast monsters are not, like, the best thing in the world. Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, which is interesting. Slightly less powerful than Rainbow Dragon itself, but it does technically count as a Crystal Beast. And we've got Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. During your main phase, you can normal summon one Crystal Beast monster in addition to your normal summoner set. That's, like I said, multiple summons in a turn is not bad, especially if they're normal. Crystal Bond. Add one Crystal Beast monster from your deck in your hand, and place one Crystal Beast monster with a different name from your deck face up into the face up spell and trap card zone. Easy ways to get the Rainbow Dragon out, again, if that's what you're interested in. And we got a super rare Rainbow Over Dragon. Not bad. And then we got a couple of tokens. Jesse Anderson, Bonder with the Crystal Beasts. This can be used as any token or counter. Jesse and Ruby, which is one of the Crystal Beasts we're going to be taking a look at, as you can see. And there are 7 of them in total. See, before we worry about it, I want to grab all 7 of them that I can right now. Wow, I missed like half of them. Yikes. That shows you how terrible I am. The main 7 Crystal Beasts that you need to summon the Rainbow Dragon are Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, which, as you can see here, it's When this card is special summon, you can special summon as many Crystal Beast monster cards as possible from your spell and trap card zones. Not bad. This is the signature one that Jesse uses. Then you've got Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat, which can have its attack points and attack you directly, which is kind of useful. Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise, which is just a generic one. Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger, which gets a little bit extra attack power during every battle. Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, which lets you get another Crystal Beast card added to your side of the field. Very useful. Cobalt Eagle, which is just like the Emerald Tortoise, and it's just useful in its own right. And then Amber Mammoth. You can change the attack target of any monster that's targeted on your side of the field to this, which is interesting. Interesting to say the very least. And then we'll take a look at the rest of the deck, which should be pretty standard for Rainbow Dragon, Crystal Beast decks. Rainbow Dark Dragon. Crystal Master. Ooh, a Pendulum card. Another Pendulum card. Crystal Keeper. Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. That's interesting. I don't know why that would be in this deck. I guess they had extra Sacred Beast cards running around. Dimension Shifter. Contact C. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. Okay. Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. Crystal Aegis. Ancient City, which is the definitive spell card, field spell card for the game. Rainbow Bridge. Crystal Beacon. Crystal Blessing. Crystal Abundance. Oh my god, these cards are flying everywhere. Crystal Promise. Crystal Tree. Crystal Release. Rare Value. Rainbow Refraction. Advanced Dark. Oh my god, these cards are going everywhere. I would like a little order here, please. Thank you. Just a wee bit, so I can continue. The Melody of Awakening Dragon. Again, that's a standard one you have for dragon decks. Foolish Burial Goods, which isn't terrible. Cosmic Cyclone, which isn't bad. Basically a mystical space typhoon that costs you money, but you life points, but you banish it. Banish a card instead of destroying it. Crystal Boon, Crystal Miracle, Crystal Brilliance, Crystal Pair, Crystal Conclave, Ultimate Crystal Magic, Counter Gem, Ferret Flames, Metaverse, Crystal Beast Token, and here's the ad card for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, because Lord knows they want us to be playing it. Joke's on you. Partial nudity. Oh god, now I want to play it. Good lord. Okay, that was my Crystal Beasts and a few new added cards. I will see you guys next time I have to do an update like this. So, as usual, stay classy, YouTube.